What the heck is up, everybody? It's your boy. It's KB. It's OneBarIt here, and we are back. I will be the first to admit, last episode, pretty boring. If you missed it, you can check it out. We still did, God, what is it that we did? There was one mission that we actually did. I already forgot what it was. What did we do yesterday? We did a lot of small things on the Citadel. Oh, we rescued Jack. That's what we did. That's what we did in the last episode. We rescued Jack. All the fun little biotic kids. Grissom Academy. Saw David. That was nice. That was super nice. But that was cool. Real fast, happened while we were off stream. I just wanted to give a huge shout out. Thank you, Lexi Bexy, so much for the follow. You're the best. Appreciate it. I'm really appreciating those follows. We went through, cleaned out some bots, some spam followers, so channel's looking a little small again. We've always been small. I kid. But welcome. Thank you so much to everyone that's tuning in. I hope you're all having a great day and or night whenever you're choosing to watch this. I think I'm better, guys. I don't want to jinx it. Knocking on wood, but I'm feeling better. So as I said last stream episode, whatever you want to call it, I think we're going to do Priority Eden Prime. I keep getting told to do it. I was told to take Garrus and Liara. So we're going to do Priority Eden Prime, and then I think we're going to meet, depending on how long Eden Prime goes, we'll probably meet with the council, or what, not council, members, whatever. We have an automatic fish feeder. All our fish are gone, and I'm so annoyed. Cadet Kelly bugged out, so that's disappointing. But yeah. Alright. Priority Eden Prime. I'm excited. I heard this was fun. Heard this was a lot of fun, so I can't wait. The diplomats, that's what they were called. I couldn't remember. It can be hard. Okay. Man, we struggled at Grissom Academy. When should I do, speaking of DLC, when should I do the Omega DLC? I'm not too sure on that one, so you guys will have to let me know when you recommend that we do that. Because I don't want to miss anything. I know that there's certain points or certain characters. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because she said we have to come alone. She doesn't like our crew. Isn't that what she said? Is there anything in here?
Signal confirmed.
Ooh. Oh, it's just gas. Whenever we want, just difficult. Got it. Might wait a little bit till we're a little bigger, because we got our ass kicked at Grissom Academy. So, not too sure about that one. Promethean data files. Cool. I don't know if someone on the Citadel needs that or not, but alright, we'll be back for Eden Prime. You know me, gotta scan everything. Holy shit, this is a big place. Are we gonna have enough gas? I hope we find gas here.
I found something.
Oh god, there's a lot of stuff here. Alright. Let's see. Alliance Naval Exploration. Nice. It's weird. It's just like, are these people just sitting out here and not doing anything? Kind of just chilling. Remains of Reaper Destroyer. What? That was weird. It just said Intel. I'm not sure on that one, actually. I've not seen that before. Alright, we got some fuel back. We're about to piss off the Reapers here. I've never seen one that just said, maybe I have seen one that says Intel, I just haven't paid that much attention to it. But, Alliance Cruiser Shanghai. Okay. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh.
Reapers eluded.
Reapers eluded. Info packets for to Liara. Got it. I knew it. I knew it was going to be at that one.
Successful.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get down here, though. Head-on collision. Bob and weave. I don't know. We might be screwed. we might be screwed. Spec Octane's Delta. Now we fly! Fly! Fly!
Evasion successful.
Cheat the game. You love to see it. You love to see it. Damn, dude, they did not joke around with gas. What I want to know is, did the Alliance just like, nope, we don't like that you upgraded the fuel system on this ship. We're going to take all that away. I feel like if you upgraded the fuel system in the last game, it should have stayed. What can I say, Rain? Oh, so Liara is a must, apparently. Don't know which one I like more. I like this one. And I like this one. I guess let's give her some actual armor. Oh, we have a new assault rifle. I forgot. Is that this one? Okay, so the fire rate is much less again. Weighs more. More accurate. I doubt that I'll like that one, though. So far, the Avenger's been the best. Liara, we don't have anything new for you, apparently. What about you, Garrus? Maybe we should switch you to this new gun. I guess we can give him some weapon mods. Increases accuracy. Ooh, reduce damage. Increase rounds per magazine, that's nice. That's kind of cool. I don't know if Garrus will ever use that, but... Okay. Let's see. Damn. Alright, we need to... Let's see. I don't know if like putting mods on your crew helps or not. We should probably see. Aim through smoke. We definitely need that. We want that. There we go. So far, that's all we've been rocking is the assault rifle, pistol. So everyone gets to use the same mods. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like that a lot. We have 9 points now? When did we level up so much? What the heck? What did I do to... Alright, I mean, I'm not complaining. Oh, I guess I just... No. Well, I had 5 last episode. I guess I must have leveled up a couple times and didn't know it. Alright, improve the odds of freezing a target by 50%. Decrease frozen target's movement by 20. Increase damage to frozen targets from all sources by... Yeah, let's do that one. Now we've got 3 points. What do you want to say for... Yeah, I was gonna say, that was super weird. Adrenaline rush. I feel like we should just save up for all our best ammos, honestly. Like, just start cranking the ammos. Got it. Alright, I guess I'll stay for his armor piercing. And then let's up your singularity. That was kind of weird. Warp ammo? It's kind of interesting. Let's do that. Cool. Cool. Alright, I'm excited for this. Everyone keeps telling me how good it is.
Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where Saren launched his first major attack with the Geth.
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
I remember the reports. I was busting my ass trying to find evidence against Saren. Hearing that he'd attacked a colony while I sat mired in bureaucracy, that was a bad day.
You always did prefer a straight-up fight.
And you're always good at helping me find them.
You know it,
Cerberus
Karis.
hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
Damn.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Appreciate it.
All part of the service, Commander.
All right, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
Someone told me I have to be careful because Cortez will start hitting on us, and it's apparently really easy. Like, not crapping on him or anything, but like he plays the depression card to get you to hit on him. So I need to be careful, apparently. We don't want more drama. Gotta hold out for Tally.
Come on, we need to find the dig site.
Alright, anything around here?
This was a beautiful.
That was a beautiful colony once.
It survived Saren. It can survive this. They rebuilt Minduar. It wasn't the same.
Huh.
It never is.
That's a lot of talking. I'm glad. Dude, that looks dope with the actual thing hanging off the end of it. That's really cool. It's cool to see that some of the mods in this one actually change how your guns look. I like that. This place is looking nice. Alright. Rain said it's hard, so I'm not ready. I probably should be ready, but I feel like we're gonna miss so much stuff. Alright. Just written in a "you're nice to me, we should bang." Okay. We've taken more able-bodied men and women from pacified neighborhoods. The colonists generally have accepted that the story that they have gone to perform tedious but safe manual labor in a Cerberus research camp on the other side of the planet, and when we increased food rations as payment for their work, most of the complaints died out. To maintain the story as long as possible, we don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony, and if these families knew they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, there's no way they'd cooperate.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Oh, nice. Okay, guess it's good we came in here. And like I said, guys, I don't want any, like...
It's a Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
So, Liara, ever dug up, what do humans call it? A dinosaur?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and...
I'll be right back, guys. I'm sorry, I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. I mean, if you're on YouTube, probably doesn't matter. But my daughter, I love her to pieces. She has no concept of fear or being careful, and we've hit that stage where she just decides to jump, leap off of everything. So she climbed up on the couch, and before Rain could get to her, yeeted herself off, and then full on slammed her head on the TV stand loud enough that even with headphones on in the game playing, I could hear the when she hit. So had to go take care of her, make sure she's not concussed, all that fun stuff. But where were we?
A bit, but at least you're catching on these days.
Garrus making fun of Liara. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to pause it right in the middle of them talking. Alright, so we came through there.
There. That's the elevator that leads down into the dig site.
Okay, is there anything else I need to look at before we do that, though? Just want to make sure. It looks like it's just a straight shot down, so... Yeah, she's been insane. I love her. But she's insane. Apparently we can't hit elevator buttons. We need Liara to do it. We are not elevator savvy.
Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
What?
Like the collectors, or those bodies we found back on Ilos.
Like the bodies we found back on Ilos. But this one is alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What?
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean empires spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Basically what we're doing.
Galactic community, you think they had something like a council?
Yes, exactly. Their cultural and artistic expression are actually quite close to those of the ancient Asari. And given their similar interests in helping other species, it's clear that they believed in interspecies cooperation.
The way you describe them, they sound a lot like the Asari.
I'm certain I'm coloring their culture with my own perceptions. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
This could be what we need to finish the Prothean device.
I hope so. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Oh, here they come.
There they are.
Bro, an actual Prothean? This is gonna be something else. Oh, what the fuck? They've got snipers now. Alright. Oh my god, they do some damage. Oh my goodness. We're having a snipe off apparently. Oh my goodness. Oh no. I don't like. This is only slightly terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, the Centurion's at least immobilized for a second. Alright, one sniper down. It looks like not all the Nemesises are snipers. I could be wrong there, but that one seemed to
Let's get moving before more of them come back.
not have a sniper rifle. Alright. Dude, an actual freaking Prothean. That is... I am shook. Can we climb up, please? Thank you. What's this? Is that where we're supposed to go? I'm assuming. Alright, let's look around. I don't want to miss anything. People keep telling me that I can buy stuff if I miss it, but I'm not sure if that goes for like upgrades and stuff too. Plus, everything's so expensive in this game, man. I still need to get the Widow sniper rifle, so. Local resistance is heavy in the south and west sections of the colony. We've pulled most of our troops from the north neighborhoods to assist. All remaining troops in the north neighborhood continue to use standard patrol activities to maintain the illusion of a large presence in this area. As the locals knew we were understaffed, they could do some serious damage.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Nice. Take back Eden Prime. Like stuff like that, I'm sure if we missed that, we would not be able to get it back, like credits and stuff. Can't really buy more credits. Oh, that's apparently the way we're supposed to go. Good to know. Alright, what's up here then? So confused. Is this where we came from? I don't know, man. Alright, there we go. Oh, not what I wanted to see as I came up the hill, not gonna lie. Can we? Shepherd. Shepherd. I've got a scope on my rifle now, I forgot. These things do so much damage. That was scary. Can someone help? Please? Someone besides me actually do some stuff around here? That'd be nice. Apparently Garrus is down. That did not take long. Dude, I don't even know where we're supposed to go at this point. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that happened. Okay. Good to know. They wrecked our butt. I figured this is the direction we were supposed to head, but I don't know. It's just gonna be one of those things where, like, dude, we suck. We suck so much. He's gonna lay a freaking turret down. We are struggle busting today. Holy crap. Goodness gracious. Everyone is dying so fast. You weren't joking, Rain. What you doing, buddy? I'm just gonna hide here since it just me, or it's like, are they not catching on fire? Apparently, we didn't have the ammo on. I was very confused as to why no one was burning. Get out of here with your grenades. Oh, that's a turret. That's a turret. That's a turret. That's a turret. Be nice if like after you kill the engineer that their turret went away. That'd be asking too much, wouldn't it? Do engineers just have unlimited turrets? Am I like wasting my ammo trying to destroy that turret just for him to lay another one down? I actually don't know, chat, so if you do, let me know. Oh my goodness. I don't see anybody else, so hopefully we're good.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Right. Apparently that is where we're supposed to go, so let's go the other way, I guess. See if there's any tech or data. I think we need to rescan that computer for the intel for the war assets. So I don't think it keeps. I think you have to redo it after you die. Yeah.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Okay. Let's climb up top. Get an advantage. I don't know what's over here, but oh my gosh, turrets out the ass. Oh my god, I was making all the shots yesterday, now I can't shoot to save my life. I don't know what's happening to me, guys. There we go. Who's next? Where are they at? Oh, that's an engineer. We need to kill him before. Dude, this sniper rifle sucks. We need a new one. We need to get some new weapons. I think that's what we just need to do, is start saving our credits. I know I want fish, but save up, get a new... Like, our assault rifle is still pretty good, but that sounded like a sniper. Is there a sniper around here somewhere? We've gotten word from our source with Eden Prime's resistance movement that we can expect an attack on our security center between 2200 and 2300 tomorrow night. They're pulling in forces from across the colony. That gives us the perfect chance to destroy their leadership. Once the attack is contained, allow Dr. William Kambeda to escape, firing near-miss shots to keep it realistic. He's given us good information. Oh, there's a snitch. And with luck, the locals will see him as a daring hero, and the only man to escape the Cerberus trap. They might even put him in charge.
Perfect. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
Alright, there's still plenty of fighting going on out there. Where are they at? There we go, that's the credits I need. Where, Liara? Did you kill him? Oh, is there pod data over here too? Do we need to go to both? Ah, got it. That's how bypassing works in this one?
There.
Okay.
That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Interesting, I guess. Oh, our eyes. Goodness gracious. Oh shit, was this when the Prometheans were fighting them? Oh dude, having to fight like your own people that were taken. Oh, that would suck so bad. This dude's badass. He's a fucking beast.
Victory! Field of Ocean!
Acknowledged.
They look kind of cool. Damn.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Jesus. Good God.
Third of our people.
Alert! North side bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
I think I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And how they sealed the life pods.
Perfect. Then we just need the signal they use to activate stasis mode.
That was cool. I'm assuming that guy that we saw in the video is going to be who's in the stasis pod. Bro, he's going to be in for a rude awakening when he wakes up. He's going to think like the war's over, all that kind of stuff. I'm excited though. I love the lore of this game. Having an actual Prothean. It's a dope little twist I did not see coming, if I'm being honest.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game.
Jeez.
This isn't a military stronghold. It's somebody's home. We didn't kill these people, and we're going to shut down the bastards who did.
It's ridiculous. Alright, this area should already be cleared out. I didn't know that we had to go to 2 until afterwards.
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to Doc space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong.
For the Empire.
For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
Oh shit.
You understood that one too?
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans used to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Dude, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, of course. Of course. Just as it was starting to get a little easier. Can you hold him up a little longer, Liara? Please? Thank you. Thank you. I hear a turret. There she be. Dude, fuck these combat engineers. They are the worst enemy in the game so far. Alright, Liara, that's one way to do it, I guess. You run decoy. Come on, why is it... Like, does this thing just have super shitty range? Get up, Liara. Get up. Alright, back to the pod. Ooh! I thought we were done. Nope, 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 nope. Why? Why, God, why? Just every grenade. These guys, I mean, I know we're playing on hardcore, but holy shit. Uh-oh. I don't know what my plan was there, trying to stab a shield, but it did not work. It did not work, guys. Jesus. Was he trying to lay down another turret? Good God. This thing is...
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
Of course. Of course they have. Why not? Just break this open. That seems reasonable, right? I would think so anyways. And I could be wrong, but... That's where the thing was. us. I'm not sure where they want us to go. I'm sure it's probably something super obvious that I'm just missing, but... We just hop down. Can't be that simple, can it? Oh, it is that simple, actually. Oh, man. I'm smart, guys, I promise. At least I didn't, like, spend, like, a good 20 minutes walking around trying to figure it out. That really would have made me upset. Can I just top this? Nope. Of course not. Come on, Shepard. We're gonna have to, like, defend the pod.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
Alright, where are they coming from? You know they're coming from somewhere.
Forces inbound. Looks like we've got a siege on our hands.
Of course we do. Of course. Where's the engineer? Take that bitch out. Alright, there's one engineer down. Get wrecked, buddy. We really need to get a better sniper rifle.
Here they come.
Thank you. Goodness gracious, Garrus. Where's the next group? Just as long as I can get those engineers before they lay their turrets down, that is literally the worst. All right. They're almost out of sniper rifle shots though,
Looks
so...
like we've got a second to catch our breath. If anybody needs fresh clips or a bathroom break, now's the time.
Alright, where's... You guys not
Get the
drop...
light pod in stasis mode.
We're almost there.
I saw a supply cache in the building next door if you want to stock up.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
Do it. Please. I don't know if I have to tell you how or where, but... Oh shit, that's...
Don't let it get close.
Alright, well... They took my spot that I was chilling. That's so nice of them. Of course you guys would. Of course. Of course. You would. You freaking would. Okay, where is disruptor ammo? Get through these shields. Sir, can you come in here? Don't like at all. What the fuck? Okay.
Don't let it get close.
Whatever. Oh my gosh. What the fuck happened there, guys? You'll have to let me know, chat, 'cause I have no idea what happened. Dude, this mech is not messing around. Good God. Really? Really? Oh, that didn't kill you? Really? Well, and then it was just me. Guys, I'm not looking forward to playing this on Insanity. Hardcore is enough. Holy shit. Like, I know I'm not the best at games, but good God. Guy's just taking a nap. Chilling out in the middle of everything. Really? Really? Holy shit. Please. Please go away. Sir. Sir, just go away. Please and thank you. Or continue to glitch out. I'm fine with that too. If that's what you prefer, I'm fine with that. Just continue to sit here. You're doing a great job, buddy. Cerberus would be proud. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone left. Okay. I was like, thanks, I guess. Got my glasses on, guys. Sorry, my eyes are killing me. I don't know if it's because, like, I just don't blink when I'm playing because I get so focused and then my eyes are just all the water. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth.
There, you've got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness.
It's gonna be like unlocking Grunt where he kicks our ass. Oh shit.
Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes!
No. The bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
Oh my gosh. Did they basically nuke the planet to...
Neutron bombardment underway. The bunker is secure. Commander traffic.
What is left of it? A few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You will remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that.
Jesus.
How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. Turian. I'm surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Alright. Well, he's a badass.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Ed. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way.
Oh boy.
What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
Dude, he looks
But
fucking
he's not
dope.
new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem.
He could probably kill all this if he wanted to.
That depends on you.
Is he reading us
I
again?
can sense fear in you. Anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which... You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
What's up, Butterfly?
I finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist.
Me too, dude. This is
Those who share my
This is
purpose
dope.
become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
damn.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters.
Oh shit.
This silence is your answer.
Oh shit. Oh
We found
shit.
this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No, it contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry.
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Bro, that was a dope ass saying. It gave me goosebumps. That was pretty intense. That was cool. That was cool.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
So could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here.
Dude, he is cool.
He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
He is pretty strong. You're not wrong there, sir.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born,
Probably the tank opening, but I like where your head's
the
at.
first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Oh, what's up, OG Flock? Thank you so much for the follow, man. I really, really do appreciate it. Sorry, my computer like spiked for a second. I was trying to figure out what was up, but thank you for the follow. Awesome.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished, and if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried, none succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so severe.
It was by necessity. Very early, we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time, the Metacon War, we were turning the tide until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago in ways we could never imagine.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us.
Oh,
and the
damn.
Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you. I think. What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No, but they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
He like perked up for a very brief second.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies.
Oh, I like him.
Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik.
What's up, Javik?
Welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
That's dope. Slam unlocked, alright. A particle rifle. It's gonna be like the collector rifle? Do you have anything else to say?
So much has been lost. So much has changed. And yet the Reapers are still here. For me, it was only yesterday. Our empire spanned the galaxy. Now we are only a myth. I still have much to learn about this cycle. I still have much to learn about
I guess that's it for that one. Damn, that was intense. Fun, but intense. Alright, let's see. I don't know if Donnelly and Adams will have anything.
She doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before EDI even existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
See, EDI agrees with me.
EDI's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI core to another ship.
Engineer Adams is correct. Processes that contribute to my self-awareness are spread throughout
So they're
the
both
ship.
kind of right.
See? EDI agrees with me.
But unlike EDI, our brains couldn't have existed without our bodies.
That is a requisite from being organic. You have to look beyond that limited definition of life.
Joker pilots the Normandy. He doesn't take over EDI's body when he does that. When EDI controls the ship, she's piloting, just like Joker.
EDI doesn't pilot the Normandy.
The Normandy is a ship. EDI is a collection of processing hardware contained in that ship. Those are two separate things.
Doesn't the existence of the Reapers contradict that?
So what do you think, EDI?
Are we more than our thoughts?
I'm done. Any more of this and my head's gonna explode.
Yeah, I guess there's no right answer there.
Those FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up. Thanks again, Commander.
No
Commander,
problem.
Power grid is in the green.
Commander.
Alright. Let's go see if Battle Tits has anything to say. I doubt it, but you think you want to report on a Prothean?
You mean the biggest story in 50,000 years that I can in no way talk about?
So yeah, I've seen him. Just wondering.
I mean,
Commander.
good God. He is boring. Alright, let's see. Glad our daughter is okay. She hit so hard I could hear it from in here, man. Alright, you feeling better, buddy? Not depressed anymore?
Everything okay with the shuttle?
Just double checking the inertia dampener coils. Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry, this bird's been rock solid.
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
I appreciate your dedication, but I don't want to see you burn out.
I know my limits. I wouldn't take a chance with your life.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
You know, the reviews like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't. That seems very flirty.
I'll pull rank if I have to. Take some R&R next time we hit the Citadel.
Yes, sir.
Alright. I feel like if I would have done the Paragon there, I would have flirted. Alright. Captain Steroid, you got anything for me?
I still can't believe it. A real live Prothean. Doc must be over the moon.
You could say that.
I hear the guy's not all there. Exactly. Damn. I can't imagine. Brought forward 50,000 years. Last of your kind. That's bound to screw with your mind.
Yeah.
Well, here's hoping he can help us with the Reapers. I'll bet the elusive man's boiling in his brandy right about now. Took that Prothean right out from under him.
Yeah, I wonder what Cerberus would have done if they got him.
You hear that hum? Is that just me?
What are you talking about, buddy?
You hear that hum? Is that just me?
I don't like the sound of that. Is Captain Steroid indoctrinated? Alright. Let's see. Oh, we did this. Let's go to the crew deck. Still don't have anyone in here, so I guess there's no point. I don't know if Dr. Chocos will have anything to say, but I'm sure Liara will.
Take care, Commander.
Alright. Between her and Battle Tits, those are like the only two that haven't really talked so far.
Seen a lot of crazy things in my time on the Normandy, Shepard. Talking Reaper, talking Plant, and now a real live talking Prothean. Hell of a thing, waking up to find everything you know is destroyed. But I imagine the chance to get some payback is consolation. Doubt you and I'll ever get a second chance against the Reapers.
Yeah?
What do you suppose the Prothean eats? What if it's boiled sorry with a side of fried Turian? I don't know about Liara, but I'm not taking that one for the team.
I'm sure Liara would probably how much he likes Protheans. But I got your back, Garrus.
If this war goes south, maybe we could freeze you for 50,000 years, Shepard. You could go from being merely famous to legendary.
I like the way you think.
Later. Later.
Alright, let's see. Liara, freak out. I don't know, man.
Excellent find, Commander. The information network terminal has been updated.
I might take that bet. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played this. We can end up getting screwed by him. Who knows? So far, I think he's cool. To avoid the risk of indoctrination, remote drones have been sent out to study the salvage remains of a Reaper destroyer. The drones can dig under the outer hull, scanning circuits for technology that will increase the speed at which tech, biotic, and combat abilities can be fired. Alternatively, the Council has offered a Citadel-wide merchant discount for choosing the safer option and demolishing the remains. Scan the remains for new technology. Store discount bonus. I don't know, man. Oh, I gotta go with the power cooldown bonus here. Any emails? Prothean notes? The things that this Prothean must have seen if they had the technology to preserve someone for over 50,000 years. No wonder they were capable of building things like the device on Mars. We must give him time to get his bearings, but goddess, when will we get another chance to learn so much about their civilization? You a little impressed there, Liara?
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us.
I mean, he might, like, but I just don't see how, being the last one, it would be really easy to overthrow him.
Hello again.
Oh my god, Jesus, Rain. I always forget about that. You guys can't hear it. You missed the last couple streams, but that... So when that save game icon pops up, you just hear Palpatine going, "Do it!" And it scares the shit out of me every time. We gotta get the way this for the sound to come through. I don't know what's going on with it, but...
Unread messages at your private terminal, Commander.
Alliance officials confirm a local resistance movement has successfully pushed Cerberus forces off Eden Prime. Nice. Cerberus attacked Eden Prime for reasons that remain unclear and set up facilities to occupy the colony, but after constant attacks from united populace, Cerberus troops retreated. Alliance officials are sending in evacuation transports now to get colonists off-world before Reaper forces reach the colony. We owe this victory to the Alliance, resistance leader Edward Crabbe said in a prepared statement. The people of Eden Prime have always been ready to fight, but Alliance intel gave us the tools we needed to push those Cerberus bastards off our planet. Many resistant fighters have said that they plan to enlist to support the Alliance. Nice. Super nice. You'll love to see it. You got anything for me, trainer?
Poor colonists on Eden Prime. First the Geth attack, now Cerberus. For what it's worth, our new crew member doesn't need a translator himself, but he shared a Prothean language tutorial program. It was apparently designed for servant races being inducted into the Empire. Charming cultural clue. Commander?
I'm sure Joker's gonna have something to say about this. He always has something smart-assy to say. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hope you're all having a good night, day, whenever you're choosing to watch this.
So a Prothean? A real live Prothean? Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing.
You're not wrong.
Commander?
What about you, Edie?
How's our new visitor adjusting to the ship, Edie?
He appears not to understand the human custom of separate-sex restroom facilities. I am attempting to enlighten him. I will update you if there is positive progress.
How about you just update me if he doesn't get the message?
Very well.
That's funny.
Hello, Shepard.
I like the new Edie. She's pretty cool. Alright. So I think that's everything we can do for now. So let's go ahead and meet with the diplomats or whatever it was. Shout out to everyone that told me to do Eden Prime early. I was gonna save it, but I'm glad you guys told me to do it because that was a lot of fun, actually. Have we done the Petra Nebula? I feel like we have. I think so. I'm gonna check real fast. I can never remember what systems we've scanned and what systems we haven't. What is this? Oh, yeah, that's where Grissom Academy was. Got it. Everything's fine. Everything still says 100%. Apparently that's pretty normal. We have to keep checking. That's what Rain and some other people were telling me. It's very easy to miss stuff. Alright, meet with the diplomats. Can we just bring Javik with us? Just be like, hey guys, Prothean. Alright, where are we meeting? Anything to scan in here? I doubt it, but buy ourselves some gas. Alright, here we go.
Commander, the Solarian Dalatras and Krogan clan chief are ready to come aboard.
Have them brought to the conference room.
Yes.
And hope this doesn't start another war.
Please, God.
The Krogan is in no position to make demands.
The Krogan has a name. Not Rex. And I'm not just some
Eat a dick, you Solarian bitch.
you unleash whenever you're in trouble. I've got my own problems. Reaper scouts have arrived on Tuchanka.
That's not good. It's good to see you, Rex.
I care if a few Turians go extinct.
Trying to draw out negotiations will get you nowhere, Rex. I have no time for it. Just tell us what you want.
I'll tell you what I need. A cure for the genophage.
Absolutely not. The genophage is non-negotiable.
I'm pretty sure it is. I will give Rex whatever he wants. I love Rex.
Why are you so opposed to the idea, Dalatrass?
Because my people uplifted the Krogan. We know them best.
You mean you used us to fight a war you couldn't win? It wasn't the Solarians, or the Asari, or even the Turians that stopped the Rachni. It was Krogan blood that turned the tide.
And after that, you ceased to be useful. The genophage was the only way to keep your urges in check.
Dalatrash, you may not like him, but Rex is right. Insulting him won't
Oh, thanks, Victus.
I won't apologize for speaking the truth. We uplifted the Krogan to do one thing: wage war. It's all they know because it's all we wanted them to know.
Your people should have thought the matter through then. Was it really a surprise the Krogan revolted?
That's precisely my point, Commander. We made a rash decision. We turned to the Krogan in desperation. It's the same mistake you're about to make today. No good can come from curing the genophage.
Fuck off.
The Krogan have paid for their mistakes. The genophage has gone on long enough.
1,476 years. If
Damn.
you're keeping track.
It was 1,000 years of peace, free from these brutes.
Enough. Whether or not they deserve a cure is academic. It would take years to formulate one.
My information says otherwise. A Solarian scientist, Malin, grew a conscience. He was on my planet, testing a cure on our females.
I remember. His methods were barbaric.
But what you didn't know is that other females survived his
Oh shit, really?
So the Dalatrass here sent in a team to clean up the whole mess and to take them prisoner.
What?
Where did you get this? It could be a fabrication.
Don't insult me. Those are my people. They're immune to the genophage, and you're going to give them back.
Dalatrass, is this true?
How will curing the genophage benefit my people?
Well.
How long do you think you'll last alone against the Reapers? Because if you don't help, that's how it'll end up.
And I'll be the last friendly Turian you ever
Oh
see.
damn, look at Victus standing up for her. Or him.
The females are being kept at one of our STG bases on Surkash. But I warn you, Commander, the consequences of this will be...
The fuck you say to me?
Will be nothing compared to what happens if the Reapers win.
Let's get the females.
You're
Let's
not
fucking
setting
do it,
foot on
Rex.
Surkash. This will take time.
It happens now. As a Council Spectre, Shepard can oversee the exchange.
We're going.
Don't mess with my buddy.
I won't forget this, Commander. A bully has few friends when he needs them most.
How am I a bully? You die. I hope the Reapers just kill you in particular. Where are we going? We're going to the. Let's bring Javik and Garrus. Ooh, I got the collector rifle. Let's see. It's kind of heavy, but so it does less damage. Let's see here. Can we mod it up? Increase accuracy. Increase rounds per magazine. It's already pretty. So let's increase accuracy. I'll hold off on a second one for now, but Just see how it works at least. Okay, and then what about sniper rifles? Is this one? No, that one weighs more. I don't really want to lose my pistol. I think I'll take the feed, whatever it is. Oh, I didn't want to give you the Avenger. Alright, there we go. And I guess you can keep that one, Garrus. Alright, nice. We got our increase ammo capacity, increase headshot damage. Headshot damage. Ah, excuse me guys, sorry. Don't let me down, Garrus. Vengeful. Goodness gracious. Well, you know we're going with this one all the way. %140 damage, good god. Dude, he's just gonna be a freaking biotic tank. He's gonna be scary. He's gonna be super scary. That sounds fun. And then let's put a point into slam.
This is the Solarian homeworld we're headed to. They aren't used to seeing Krogan here, so let's keep it simple. We land, get the females, and leave before anyone changes their mind.
I still don't trust a word they say.
Let diplomacy play out, Rex. You'll get what you want.
These females are the best, and probably last hope for my people.
We'll bring them home, Rex. You've waited long enough for this day.
A lifetime. I appreciate the assist, Garrus.
Oh, nice.
Figured you'd gone soft sitting on your throne. Forgot how to hold a gun.
He wouldn't be king then, would he? Who's that?
He's a Prothean.
Sometimes I'm not sure if the Normandy's a warship or a traveling freak show. But as long as he can hold a gun.
Commander,
I was wondering if he said anything. Thought about bringing Liara, but
Commander, Solarian ground control says we don't have clearance to land.
Tell them the Dolatress authorized this herself.
I knew they'd never keep their word. Let's see them try to stop a Krogan airdrop.
Rex!
oh boy.
We have an unauthorized landing.
And who authorized you to hold my race hostage?
Oh damn, Rex. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in.
We only found out about this transfer a few moments ago.
Does Solarian hospitality always come with sharpshooters? This is an insult to the Alliance.
Please understand, no matter what some politician might say, Krogan are still considered a hostile race.
It's Batterfly Rain. Goodness.
However, on behalf of the Solarian Union, I apologize. But we must insist the Krogan remain under guard.
And if we insist otherwise?
You'll have another war on your hands.
Thank you so much for tuning in, man. I do appreciate it.
Anything goes wrong and all bets are off.
shoving him.
I'm Paddock Wicks, and I appreciate your understanding, Commander. With war on everyone's minds, our people are on edge.
Careful! Watch
I mean, I should have brought Liara.
Brings back memories.
They were much smaller in my cycle.
As you can see, this base contains sensitive information.
What kind of work goes on here?
Evolutionary trials, morphological simulations, exogenetic assessments.
Nothing is ever simple with Solarians, is it?
Science has always been our best defense. The research we do here has kept Surkesh safe for millennia.
Does that include studying lost Krogan?
The females were in poor health when we found them on Tuchanka. They were brought here to stabilize their condition.
This whole planet smells wrong.
I'd like to see them.
Of course. I'll need to clear you for the lower levels. Give me a few moments and meet me near the elevator.
Attention biolabs. Please prepare for yacht specimen arrival.
I wonder if Liara would have made a comment there about the Shadow Broker.
Please don't touch that.
No, I want to.
As I said, Commander, don't touch that.
Please.
Again, I would ask you to refrain from touching that.
But I want
Perhaps don't touch that means something different in your language. I would rather not refer this matter to the human embassy.
to. Do it.
Touch it all you want. You'll never find out what it does. Are humans really so deprived of stimulus that they must insist on touching everything?
Yes.
I'm afraid if you keep touching that, you risk a diplomatic incident. Further manipulation of that object is grounds for further admonishment. Really? You must stop touching that. Once more, the Solarian Union formally requests that you not touch that. Fine. If you are so enamored of that object, then I suggest you get your own to analyze. We've already been down that road. No more.
Oh, it doesn't let me do it anymore. That's funny. Alright. Anyone else for us to talk to?
Agree with him or not, our orders are clear. Ensure the smooth handover of the Krogan detainees.
Who gave the order?
Our superiors, that's all I need.
But they're gonna cure the genophage. Everything we've done to stop the Krogan will be for nothing.
When I want your opinion, I'll promote you. Until then, stay sharp and keep your mouth shut.
Attaboy. Can we go talk to Rex? Did they just take...
Over in Intel told me the Turians can't hold out much longer. He's hearing the Reapers have them against the wall.
The Turians have the biggest fleet in the galaxy.
And we're only a few Mass Effect relays away from the whole mess.
Yeah. Well.
Commander Shepard.
Kiri!
Major Kiri, I'd heard you were coming.
Good to see you again. Sounds like you've been promoted.
Yes, due in no small part to our mission on Vermeer.
Hold the line.
Hold the line. You saved my men that day.
Good to see a friendly face, Major.
Garrus Vicarian. Always a pleasure. It seems the Reapers have a way of bringing us together.
How did you get posted to this base, Major?
I led the team on Tuchanka that found the females. Nasty business. Malin may have meant well, but his operation was crude. Test subjects were unaccounted for. The females easily escaped his lab.
What do you think about bringing the female Krogan here?
Our scientists say it's important to preserve the females. Evolutionary paradigms. I say when people know you're hiding something valuable, they'll want to steal it. Either way, I have my orders. They'll be your problem soon enough.
I guess we're both still feeling the effects of Vermeer.
Yes, ironic. You destroyed the genophage cure, yet now it's the key to an alliance. Your standoff with Erdnot Rex is legend within STG.
I'm sure you saw Rex's entrance.
Our colony's 3 systems away saw it.
He wasn't pleased with the reception. Can't say I blame him.
Apologies, but better that than a Krogan with a shotgun wandering the base. Think of all the casualties. Our medpay couldn't handle it.
Are the Solarians prepared for war with the Reapers?
I've heard what they're doing to your Earth. I'm not sure any species can prepare for that. Though rumors suggest you're building a superweapon of some kind.
This business with the females is part of it. I need the Turian support, and they need the Krogans.
Which is why I never became a diplomat. Too much hand-holding. Leave it to the Dalatressa.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
Likewise. And Commander, regardless of what the politicians decide, you can count on my support retaking Earth.
Oh, thanks, Carrie.
You'd do that?
Consider it my way of returning a favor. It would be an honor to fight alongside you again.
Thanks, bud.
Good day.
I guess that's a second Solarian that I actually like now. Alright, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. That's dope. That's really dope.
Another incursion?
Air defenses report unidentified craft skirting our inbound approach vectors.
It's like someone's testing our defenses.
Cerberus. Cerberus, probably.
Not with everything else going on.
You have clearance now to see the females, Commander. I hope we can resolve this matter without reenacting the Krogan rebellions.
What do you think about handing over the Krogan?
I differ from most of my colleagues. Curing the genophage will bring closure to this issue. In the future, the Krogan may yet play some role we can't even imagine. We should let the evolutionary process decide who lives and dies, not galactic politics.
Thanks for your time.
Of course. Proceed into the elevator when you're ready.
Alright, well, I saw Rex over here. I didn't actually see him. I thought he was over there somewhere. I gotta talk to Rex.
This is where all you Solarians come from, huh? No wonder you're so soft. Too busy writing poetry about waterfalls.
I love you, Rex.
Shepard, I don't like this. I should be the one going in.
How about you stay here and we only fight one war at a time?
That was just good old-fashioned Krogan hot air. If it had been real, they'd be dead.
Idle threats are empty threats.
Maybe when this war is over, you can come live on Tuchanka. You'd fit right in.
Seems like Rex and Javik are gonna get along.
Who tipped you off about the females here?
Sorry, Shepard, but they're listening to every word we say. I prefer my Solarian liver served raw.
He is correct. It was a delicacy in our cycle.
Alright, like at first I kind of regretted not bringing Liara because I figured she would probably have stuff to say, and then that Shadow Broker, but Javik has had some pretty good one-liners in here.
Back on the Normandy, you said Reapers were sighted off Tuchanka.
Clans Jorgal and Ravenor sighted a few landing parties. The Reapers are up to something. Tuchanka may be a pile of radioactive rubble, but it's our pile. And we'll fight the last Krogan to keep it that way.
Radioactive?
Garrus. I have to make friends with the one Turian in the galaxy who thinks he's funny.
Imagine how I feel. I'm supposed to hate Krogan, but you came along and warmed my heart with your winning personality.
I could throw a few Solarians off a cliff. Feel better.
I love it. I love it. I've missed you, Rex.
What do you know about these females?
They weren't fertile, so we used them as decoys to draw off enemies from the ones who were. But Malin's experiments changed that. These damn Pyjaks stole them right out from under us.
That's a pretty brutal way to treat your women, Rex.
The females suggested it. We've had to make a lot of tough choices to ensure we don't all die off.
Your females are wise.
It's just one more thing that'll get better when the genophage is cured.
Are the Krogan ready to fight the Reapers?
Ever since Sovereign showed up, I figured this day would come. My people have spent too much time selling ourselves out as mercenaries. Now we can get back to doing what Krogan do best, saving everyone else from giant monsters.
Never going to let us forget about the Rachni Wars, are you?
Well, last time I was at the Citadel, I didn't see a Turian statue in your honor.
Just wait till this war is over.
Yeah, that'd be cool to get like a statue of all the leaders.
It's been good talking to you again, Rex.
It'll be even better when we have a few Solarians for lunch.
I love it. Any passing comments? No.
Hey, Shepard.
Thanks, Rex.
Yeah. Now let's get these females.
Alright, let's do it. Let's freaking do it. It was nice of Carrie to say that,
The exchange is proceeding. Yes, sir. And ask her for more warning the next time the Krogan leader shows up unannounced. Yes, sir. I wasn't serious. She'll maroon you onto a chunk of raw meat strapped to your back if you do that. Oh.
Alright, let's get it. I do wonder who his inside source was, though.
Now take this elevator down, and someone will...
What's happening?
Cerberus?
Sensors have picked up activity on the perimeter.
It's gotta be
Commander,
Cerberus, right?
Someone will meet you below.
All specimens are accounted for, sir.
Shepard, excellent timing.
Morden.
Good to have you here. Morden. Eyesight still sharp. Surprise understandable. Hadn't expected to return to work.
You're back with STG.
Special consultant. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Helped female Krogan. Fed information to Clan Erdnot.
Oh, it was Morden that fed the information.
You must be Rex's inside source.
Yes, can explain later. Security warnings not normal. Need to get off-world for sake of Krogan. Females had weakened immune systems. Side effect of Malin's cure. These didn't survive.
But what about Malin's research? I thought we saved it.
Indeed, data saved, but not complete. Lacks crucial details to reconstruct cure, but still useful for synthesizing from living tissue. Couldn't save them.
I'm sure you did everything you could, Morden.
Arrived too late. Cannot delay now. One survivor, immune to genophage, can synthesize cure from her tissue.
She's still here?
Yes, last hope for Krogan. If she dies, genophage cure... problematic.
I'm sure this is gonna be hard.
Please be careful. Krogan's slow to trust.
I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you here to kill me?
No.
Serve no tactical purpose.
Erdnot, Rex, and I are here to take you home.
Why? What am I to you?
Have the Solarians been mistreating you?
Those are my sisters you saw back there. They died in a lot of pain.
Did the best we could.
And now I know I'm the only one left. That makes me dangerous to a lot of people. What about you, Commander Shepard? Why are you here?
You're the future of the Krogan race. I'm fighting for that.
This is the first time we've seen a female.
Then I hope you brought an army.
I mean, it's me, Garrus. I can vouch for us. I haven't seen Javik in combat yet.
Secure all data to off-site location.
What's happening?
We have multiple ships inbound.
Shepard, it's Rex. Cerberus troops
Knew
are
it.
attacking the base. Get the females out of there now.
Only one survived, Rex. It might be safer down here.
What? So the Solarians can kill her like the others? No deal. If you still want this alliance, get her out of there.
Alright, man, I'll do my
Release
best.
the female. We're leaving.
I can't. Protocol states during lockdown, no specimens. Objection noted. Now, please release Krogan.
Alright, Morden.
Need to monitor pod as it clears quarantine procedures.
Meet us at next checkpoint, Shepard. Likely Cerberus opposes genophage cure.
You'll see Tachanka again. I promise.
Get to elevator, Shepard.
Oh, I'm nervous. I'm, like, actually nervous. Alright, we need to make sure we don't miss anything.
Immediate lockdown.
Baron secure. Porta secure. Yard subjects. We have a problem. What sort of problem? Security override.
This isn't the time to delay, Commander.
Wrong.
was only one, I guess.
Malin's cure disrupting autoimmune response. Krogan females dying. Malin's
Anything up here? I know we need to hurry, but
log Morton Solus 162.3. Used STG ties to secure station here. Gained autonomy in caring for Krogan test subjects. Females were obviously dying. Barbaric experiments. Malin's fault. My responsibility to fix. Need to save them. No more. No more dead.
look at freaking Morton has gone from saying that the genophage needed to be done, we should leave it, to
Something's wrong with the elevator. It's not responding. There. Try it now, Commander.
being the reason that the genophage is happening. Oh shit.
Get back!
Garrus, you took the words right out of my mouth. Here we go.
Are you alright?
Is there another way out of here?
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Cerberus forces trying to locate female. Quarantine checkpoint under attack. Hurry!
Probably get a save. I feel like this is gonna be ridiculously hard as well. A fish? What was a fish? You alright, Rain? You've been really quiet this stream.
I took the shuttle. Do whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad. I'll try to make life miserable for Cerberus.
Thanks, buddy.
This looks worse than I thought.
Good God.
Taking enemy fire. I'm presenting counter-tactical.
It's like the rifle from the last game. Damn. Javik, watch out, buddy. It's like the particle beam, like special weapon that we had. It's pretty good, I guess. I feel like we had more ammo on our last gun. So, okay. Just want to make sure you are right. I know you weren't feeling super great earlier. Don't like that. Right? Everything alright? Oh, I forgot to check to see if Javik had any armor. Of course. Ouch, ouch. Oh, out of ammo. Shit. That was close. Oh, damn. I take it that slammed.
The female isn't going to last long against this sort of firepower.
I'm doing what I can, Garrus.
We're on our way.
Oh no.
Careful. There goes the next shadow broker. Could have sworn he was muttering to Sony the whole time.
Oh, that's funny. We just run through it. No, jump over. Alright. I wonder if we'll be on like a timer like we were on some of the previous. Yep, there it is. We're on it.
I see the checkpoint. They're under fire.
We have to get in there.
Oh my god. Oh, well, that happened. Alrighty then. Alright, so I both... Yeah, that's what I gave him. I don't know if it's great for us, though, if I'm being honest. Because we can't use any of our ammo types. So I might switch back to a normal rifle. Plus we run out of ammo so fast. Get up, Garrus, I need you.
Light 'em up! I see the checkpoint. They're under fire.
We have to get in there.
Jesus Christ, this is ridiculous. Oh boy. Dude, this is a hard mission. I'm coming. I have to.
Are you okay?
Containment shield is holding. We'll try to repair if necessary. Can't speak for Krogan's health, however.
I'm fine, Commander.
Females kept secret. Possibly a mole in STG could be indoctrinated. If no Krogan aligns with Turians, Reaper's left unchallenged.
We'll do more than challenge them.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Shepard, meet us at next checkpoint. Server is likely to target.
Oh shit. Well.
Next checkpoint.
Not necessarily what I wanted to see. Thanks, buddy.
Hang on. We're trying to get Seaborn.
We're coming, buddy. Doing everything I can. Finally got a pistol mod. Goodness gracious. Took long enough. We actually used our pistol a ton in this game. Alright, let's keep moving.
Cerberus isn't fooling around.
The end of a cycle always marks the beginning of chaos.
I'm gonna start bringing Javik a lot. Oh, damn. Get it done, Kirhi.
Commander, stay back. Hostiles just down the hall.
Is there an easier way around?
You could say that.
I want that gun.
Why not have one of those?
Right?
Go, Commander. I'll cover you.
Don't die, Kirhi, please. Oh, we couldn't have stopped him before he laid the turret down.
Looks like
Of course.
Cerberus got some upgrades.
You can say that.
Head-to-head will get us ripped. Stop, Shepard.
We may be able to flex them.
We have to take out those turrets.
I'm working on it, buddy. Oh my gosh. Trying to get into position to flank and I can't even do that. Good God. Is there? I've actually had fun with the pistol so far.
Cerberus isn't done.
Ah, got it. That's cool that Kira's helping us.
Morton was right. Cerberus must have been tipped off.
By
They
who,
got here
though?
too fast.
Every war has its traitors.
These look like the bugs from the Collector planet. Oh, shit. Get him, boy.
The enemy is persistent.
They're up top too. Find cover.
Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah. So... Oh, damn, that sounds really fun, actually. But isn't the Citadel, like, the last thing you're supposed to do? Okay, I put a scope to help me see through the smoke, and it does not seem to be doing anything. Come on. Why aren't you shooting? My trigger button's starting to have some issues. I need a new sniper rifle. That's the downside. Hey man, I'm glad I got Javik though. Javik's cool. Oh, I didn't know if shooting his gun would count or not. Alright, we good? We clear? We Gucci gang? Ooh, some new greaves, I'll take that.
Elevator malfunctioning, Shepard. Need assistance.
Coming, buddy. But first, let me get this upgrade. How about no?
Enemy still present. Pod under fire.
Oh boy, oh boy. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, oh shit. I thought maybe there was another way down there. Fuck. Shit. Balls. I'm doing the best I can. Oh, damn, Javik. No scope. Didn't work. Ugh. You good?
Suspect Cerberus has cut power. Can't progress until you reroute emergency systems.
Species 408, the variant, could provide a novel form of biological warfare with enhanced size and intelligence that could harass hostile civilian populations at minimal cost. Recommend project approval.
A power conduit must be nearby.
Yeah, you're right. I just want to make sure we don't miss anything, Javik. Holy crap, there are so many freaking... Ooh, it's a sniper rifle? So it weighs even more than ours. Has a better fire rate. Way less damage though. Honestly, I think I need to switch. Back to the Mantis. And then I'm gonna change this back to the Avenger. Cool.
Find power terminal. Should be nearby.
Oh, it's all the way over there. There's nothing on that computer? Okay. Are we good? Back over to this. Fuck. Yeah. Sniper. Yeah, okay. Apparently I had the super shitty sniper rifle on. Where's my upgrade? Oh my gosh. I hate it when I waste adrenaline on and I have to reload. I need some like sleight of hand perk or something. Jesus Christ. Damn it. I cannot get through this guy's shield. I'm struggle bussing. I feel like I'm shooting right in between the slot, but there we go. Good God. Your left, Centurion. Nice.
Affinity for destruction intact, Shepard. Can clear us through now.
How are you holding up?
Containment shield strong, but not designed for direct fire.
This isn't your problem, Commander. You don't know me.
But I'd like to. Hang in there.
I would like to. You sound cool. She has a cool voice.
Hope not Rex still waiting.
Rex can't keep his hands off a fertile field. He'll be there.
You're not wrong.
I'll see you up top.
Jesus. There are so many troops.
We found the Krogan.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Roll, roll. Oh my God. I can't stop. Don't stop rolling.
Looks clear now. Let's get
Jesus, we almost died. I'm coming, buddy.
on the way up to the landing area.
You pull this off, and I'm making you an honorary Krogan.
Hell yeah. You'll love to hear that. Are we just jumping over this? Yep.
I think we're almost there.
Shepard, they found us. Under heavy attack.
Good God. There's so many. I'm trying. Here I am just walking right up next to a freaking... Oh. Garrus, buddy. Little late on the trigger there, Rain. Oh my God, we need health. I'm trying, buddy.
Appears safe.
Damn. This mission did not mess around. Oh, damn, you can actually see the shields, like...
Please authorize final release. Can't leave otherwise.
I will. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. I'm sorry. I think this is where we were earlier, so I think we're good.
We waited too long. Cerberus back.
Are you serious? Oh god, I didn't know that was a thing that could happen. Fuck. I didn't know that was a thing. Damn it. Shit.
Suggest you don't delay this time, Shepard. Need final approval.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Shepard, you must authorize release. Pod then transfers to loading area.
Let's get you out of there.
Oh, of course, of course, of course. Of course. And Javik just taking slow steps.
Shepard, I can't land until you deal with that thing. It's too dangerous. Krogan has been acquired.
Door is damaged. Can't get out.
Oh no.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Shepard. She's vulnerable.
Oh no. Is Morgan gonna die? I hope.
That's some serious firepower. Maybe we can crack it open.
There can be no mix.
Oh my god, oh my god.
What's wrong, Shepard? You getting old?
I'm trying, Garrus. I've both missed you.
Mellowed with age, has he?
Alright, we got through his shields really fast at least. Of course, here comes his friends. God damn it, of course, of course. Oh, Javik's down. We're almost down. Shit, man. Oh, watch out for that, Ooh, that's a grenade. Oh my gosh. What up, man? Yeah, that... Oh my gosh. Nice, nice, nice. Blow up, kill everyone around you. Oh, dope. Garrus actually used the melee attachment on the gun. I didn't think they would, but... I just figured it would be for looks. Cool to see the companions actually use the stuff. Okay, you do that, buddy. Jesus, that was a hard mission. Rex, you're such a badass.
You had me worried there for a minute.
Let's make this quick.
Why? Because I'm insane? Just run out?
Let's get you out of there.
She's like, I don't need your help, boy. Oh, of fucking course. Of course. Of course. Oh! Oh, damn! I like her! Keep it in your pants, Rex.
women.
I like her. She's cool.
Why is Cerberus here? What do you want?
Why would it have been crazy, Rain? Dude, that Krogan can handle herself. We should have freed her from the tank and just let her go ham on everyone.
Commander, I'm hearing chatter you're brokering a treaty between the Krogan and the Turians.
If I get Krogan boots on Palaven, the Turians promise me their support.
And how does Cerberus get involved?
I don't know. The elusive man is up to something.
Then keep them at bay. I can't overstate what a victory this treaty would be for the Alliance. We'll need all the help we can get.
How's the Prothean device coming?
Alliance R&D has officially begun construction. The team has dubbed it Project Crucible. We're throwing everybody who knows how to hold a hammer at it. This is going to be the most ambitious undertaking in human history.
Will we get it done?
I'm not saying it won't be a challenge, but our researchers tell me the designs are elegant, massive in scope, but strangely simple as well. We can do this, Shepard. You can do this. Never doubt that.
No, sir.
Good. Hack it out.
I like Hackett. Are we actually getting a view from Hackett? That's no moon. It's a ship. Oh, damn. Damn. Space boob. I wonder if, like, the more war assets you get, you can actually see it changing.
A cure for the rest of your people can come later.
That wasn't the deal.
But Palaven needs your reinforcements now. We can't delay.
Unless every Krogan gets the cure, there's no alliance.
Morton, how long will it take to finish a cure?
Need to synthesize base antigen from female. Also requires healthy male Krogan tissue. We'll need a sample.
You're looking at it.
Acceptable. We'll need you to remain aboard Normandy for procedure.
Let's hope the food's gotten better.
Formulating a cure that works for every Krogan sounds like a tall order, Morton. Can you do it?
Of course. Similar to genophage modification project. Working against own alterations this time. Not as simple as garbage DNA blocking attachment sites. We'll need to counteract shutdown of redundant nervous system, adjust neurotransmitter levels.
Got it.
We'll create cure, Shepard.
You haven't played Mass Effect, Butterfly? So you've got the Solarians, you've got the Turians, you've got the Krogans, which is what Rex is. So a long time ago, like thousands of years ago, or I guess just over 1,000 years ago, the Krogans were basically the savior of the galaxy. And then the Council, which is basically like the United Nations of space, basically confined the Krogans. They rebelled, and the Turians went to war with them. And then the Solarians created this thing called the genophage. And basically the genophage made it where Krogan were sterile, and I forget the numbers that Rex said, but like almost 900 plus kids are born stillborn before one is even born, and it's like their species is kind of dying. So the Krogans are super badass, and they're strong, but their race is dying. And Rex is our friend from the first game, and we kind of talked about the genophage in the first game. The second game, we found someone that was trying to cure it. Morden is actually the guy that helped make the genophage, and he's kind of turned perspective where he believes the Krogan should have a second chance. So while the Krogans are cool, a lot of the rest of the galaxy is afraid of them. And then the Turians are who is what Garrus is, like I said, and the Primarch. And they're just a really strong race. And so Palaven is under attack from the Reapers, which are the Destroy the Galaxy forces, and they need support, but Rex isn't going to support unless he gets a cure. Basically caught you up. I think Rain can give you some more information if I need to.
Then get started, Morden, and make it quick.
But yeah, really strong Tylenol, basically.
Be in medbay if you'd like to speak more. Eve requires tests.
Eve?
Female's real name unknown. Normandy, a human vessel. Human mythology seemed appropriate under circumstances. Suggest speaking with her. New perspective. Surprising in Krogan.
Now, is there anything else?
There's a small matter concerning a ship we've lost contact with.
What happened?
I'd rather discuss it in private.
Turian problems can't even come close to what I've got.
What is it?
Some of my men went missing. The rest of it we can discuss somewhere.
Yeah, dude, of course.
I'll find you both in the
It's a super great game. We've got a full playlist up on our YouTube if you ever feel like watching it. The lore is incredible, man. Like, there's so much stuff. So like, these guys, when the humans first came to space, there was a first contact war, and the Turians were basically slaughtering us. You've got the Solarians, which they're super smart, but their lifespans are short. You've got the Asari, which live for over 1,000+ years. You got the Krogans, the Quarians, which is where my space girlfriend is. So yeah, there's a lot, man. There's a ton. It's a lot of fun. This is an incredible game, even if you're watching me. This is the remastered collection. It came out on the PS4, Xbox One. I'm playing on the Series X, and there's supposed to be a Series X upgrade coming later this year. I highly recommend you play it. This is the first time I've ever played this one. This is the final game in the trilogy. It's one of Rain's favorite games of all time, and it's one of BioWare's better games. So I definitely recommend checking it out, man. It's a lot of fun. I'm playing a gun class. There's like full-on snipers. There's people that just do nothing but tech. There's people that do like biotics, which is basically magic, honestly. It's a dope game. So this thing that we're building here is supposed to be a device to stop the Reapers. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely got some mature stuff to it. Like every single game, you can bang, get a lady friend or a boyfriend or whatever. But it's a full-on RPG, so I'm playing what they call a Paragon character. You can be a good guy, you can be evil. Like, we could basically tell Rex to go shove it and not cure the genophage or stop it from happening. Like, we'll lose his alliance, but other people will support us. Some people aren't a huge fan of the ending. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's a dope game, man. I really, really like it. Let's check out our war assets. We're up to 1,600. What do we got alien-wise? So the Terminus fleet has joined. Okay. Alliance, what do we get from the Alliance? Spec Ops, crew it. That's a cool ship. More stuff for the flotilla. Yeah, man, if you ever have any questions on any of the games we play, I love explaining them. Same with Rain. Like, I think you've seen Rain play on the channel before too, so oh, dude, that's dope. So he did actually provide some assets. It's nice. Alright, what did you need, sir?
Commander.
You said one of your ships had gone missing?
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Juju.
What the fuck?
Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
What are your men doing there?
I'm sorry. That's classified. But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
What are you not telling me, man?
I'll do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
The Solarian Delatras was worried about what the Krogan will do once they're cured. How do you feel?
It won't matter if we don't stop the Reapers, but I understand her doubts. The moon you found me on? That's where we made our last stand against the Krogan during the rebellions. They were that relentless.
Damn.
How did it turn out?
The Krogan started using asteroids as weapons.
Damn.
Directing them against our colonies. We had no choice. The Genophage was our last resort. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious concern, but I'd rather have a grateful ally than a resentful enemy.
Reaching out to the Krogan for help must be difficult for you.
We can't allow the mistakes of our past to cloud the future. Your race and mine were once enemies. The first contact war, as you call it. I was there, dodging shells fired by your navy. But look at us now, standing in a ship of Turian human design, working together.
Your men that crashed on Tuchanka, how many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace. Why?
I'm sorry, Commander. As I said, it's highly classified.
Look, if you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
I can't tell you. Please understand. The commander is
Kind of?
Tarquin Victus. He'll be your contact.
Victus?
Your son?
My son. I needed someone I could trust completely.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
Yeah, so the Reapers, which the main war... So Cerberus is just a group of evil people, basically, that want to control everybody. And they think they control the Reapers, so they're trying to kill anyone that gets in their ways. But the Reapers are... They're like sentient machines that every 50,000 years they wipe out forms of life. Like if they think a form of life is becoming too powerful, they just go in and decimate them, and it's just called the cycle. So every 50,000 years they come back and they take out, and they leave like one or two small civilizations to rebuild.
Cerberus has Reaper tech. Compared to those upgrades, the Solarians might as well have been throwing rocks.
Not wrong. Alright, let's see what Joker has to say.
Krogan and the Turians really should get behind the Alliance. They've got so much in common, like shooting things and not wanting to die. And... no, that's about it. So, bringing the Krogan to a war summit went well? You want me to invite the Batarians too? Or the Vorcha?
Building alliances is the only way we stand a chance against the Reapers.
Yeah, but the Krogan?
Basically, yeah.
If we had a tighter plan, like time travel or teaching the Reapers to love. Still, good to have Morden back. The bad guys shouldn't get the monopoly on mad scientists.
True that, Joker.
Commander?
It is good you came by. I have questions about the genophage.
You and everyone else.
What do you need, Edie?
A Krogan female of breeding age can produce clutches of up to 1,000 fertilized eggs over
Damn.
the course of a year. There are over 1 billion females on Tuchanka. If even 1% become fully fertile, they can birth 10 billion
Damn.
infants.
On Earth, bugs have a lot of young too. Most of them die.
The attrition rate would naturally be high, but the state has an interest in keeping the children alive for warfare purposes.
Any other cheerful thoughts?
Logistics. Even were they to side with us, transporting the Krogan to the battlefields of Palaven could prove difficult. They have been demilitarized. That is, they have no warships.
What do you suggest?
They will need Turian or civilian starships to carry them to battle. With your permission, I will make the necessary calls to have these ships in place for when you deliver the Krogan.
Do it.
Do it. Anything else?
Food. They will be unable to eat anything on Palaven. They must bring their own or rely on the nutrients in their humps.
This keeps getting better and better.
The Krogan will also require sedatives, since Krogan fight with others of their kind in enclosed spaces such as starships.
Make it happen. Are there any last things you're worried about?
Nothing that demands your attention, Shepard.
Right? Yeah. I mean, they'll probably start breeding after the war's over. I don't know how long it takes for them to, I don't know if it's like a 9-month like us humans, but just send little toddlers into battle, just crawl at them.
We've got new reports of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map.
Damn, just everything's happening on Tuchanka.
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, Trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Oh, thanks, Trainer.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere.
Just a war of attrition, Butterfly.
Living out of a shoebox.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox.
That's funny.
Commander, I've set up a secure communications with the Turian and Solarian governments and added their combat data to our boards. Hopefully it'll give us some idea of what's going on.
Thanks.
Commander?
Alright, any emails? New article on indoctrination. Thessia, a sorry scientist, Arana Synoptis, has died in custody, allegedly committing suicide after she was arrested for the murder of multiple Asari military officials. Damn. Prior to her death, investigators said the Noctis spoke of voices in her head, which they believed to be indicative of her indoctrination. The voices foretold the ascension of the Asari and told the Noctis that anyone fighting the Reapers needed to die. The Noctis worked on a top-secret project for former Spectre Saren Arterius several years ago, while she likely became indoctrinated. She received a pardon from the Asari government in exchange for providing research assistance on Reaper technology. The Noctis was believed responsible for planting a makeshift explosive device that detonated at a research center, killing 5 visiting Asari military officials along with 4 civilians. The attack seriously wounded a dozen more and caused significant damage to the facility. Well, I guess that's what we get for letting her live in the first game. That sucks. Holding the line from Major Kirahi. Commander, it was a pleasure seeing you again on Surkesh, even if the circumstances were less than ideal. It seems fate has decided our meetings coincide with galactic threats, so be it. To that end, I wanted to reiterate that the STG will be there to help when the need arises, regardless of the political climate. You were there for us in our hour of need. We look forward to returning the favor. Best of luck. Info for you. Hi, Shepard. It's been a while. I'm glad to hear you made it off Earth and that Liara is with you. Getting off our old ship was the best thing we could have done. Can't tell you how sick I was of that cabin and of tripping over that drone. I don't even know how it kept finding me in a ship that big, even if I had turned off its tracking. I dug up some interesting information for you. Talk with Glyph to sort out the data. Hope it helps, Shepard. It's getting rough out there. Farron. Thanks, Farron. I'm glad we saved you as well. Rain, I don't know what you're cooking out there, but I can smell it in here, and it smells great. Let's head down to the shuttle bay. See what's going on down here. Still welding away, buddy?
Surkesh certainly offered me a new experience.
What do you mean?
Normally I'm not one to fly co-pilot, but when an 800-pound Brogan requests to take control of
Yeah?
why?
Probably wise.
Just one more diagnostic suite. Hello, Commander.
Alright. Vega. Vegeta? Vegeta?
Wonder what the hell Cerberus was up to on Surkesh. I hear we're headed to Tuchanka. Would love to see how things
Something smells good, dude. Maybe it's outside. Or I'm having a stroke.
I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell. More than something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog on a hot rock in the middle of summer. Ready when you are.
Right. Keep it going. Alright, let's see. Adams, Donnelly.
Kenneth, do you ever think about when we were abducted by...
No, I don't.
Me neither.
I feel like you're lying.
Shepard?
Sometimes keeping the grid balanced is pure murder. Nothing to report.
Where's Adams at? Am I missing something? What the heck? Adams, why aren't... Adams, why aren't you at your computer, buddy? The heck? Where did Adams go? I'm super confused now. What the shit? Rain, where did Adams go? Is my game bugging out again? He's always in here with Daniels and Donnelly. He's standing around. Did I miss him? Alright, that's weird. Alright, up another level. Or is it starboard cargo? I don't think there's any.
It's just an opinion piece. You don't like it, don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
You know what the commander did for us? The colony?
Yes. It was on a little thing called the news.
You think you can fly on this ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it, don't
kinda...
download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
Lose the peace or lose your spot on this ship, Allers.
This is exactly what I was afraid of.
Thanks, Commander. What's your choice, Allers? Like you said, it's just your opinion, right?
I'll pull it.
I mean...
Commander.
Don't really like the idea of just throwing away lives. Don't feel like that's what we need to be talking about when everything's going to hell.
You're saying they survived into this cycle?
Yes. We called them Collectors. They fought for the Reapers. For a long time, no one knew they were Prothean.
And when did you realize?
Shepard had no choice but to kill the ones he encountered. They were all indoctrinated, and had been for a long time. I'm sorry.
I am grateful. It was an act of mercy.
Yes. I suppose it was.
What's up, Javik?
Did I mention Solarians used to lick their eyes? How far they have come.
They have come a long ways.
Warden Solarian asked if he could dissect me. I approved, but only if he could defeat me in combat first. His reply was problematic. Then he left. I do not understand that one.
Listen, man, I don't understand him either.
This Cerberus. I do not understand why your own kind would oppose you. They will bleed the same as everyone if the Reapers are not stopped. The Rex Brogan offered me a job.
Oh, damn.
He said whenever I tired of the easy life of luxury on the Normandy, he would give me something real to shoot at.
No, like, I get that, Rain. Like, it makes sense. It's the trolley problem, basically. You know, sacrifice one to save many. However, in a time of war where everyone feels helpless, and you're basically losing. Like, we're losing right now. Unless something changes, we're screwed. So, like, while I may agree with her, I don't think it's a piece that should be written. I mean, you guys will have to let me know in the chat whether you're watching this on YouTube or here. Like, I get freedom of speech, all that kind of stuff. But it's not something that I would agree running.
Yes.
Can we make a comment about this data chip? Memory chip, whatever it is? So like I said, I get what she's saying. I just don't think now is the appropriate time for it. Yeah. Yeah. Batterfly's got my back. Like I understand.
think of Earth and all the other Reaper-occupied worlds? What are the Reapers doing to the people who live on all those worlds? As we sit here, enjoying our coffee, how many souls are in agony this very moment? Millions? Billions? Oh, Greg. I lied. I'm not fine.
I'm sorry, Dr. Chocolates. Spoilers, Rain. No, like, I get it. Like, it's the same thing as at the end of ME2 with the Arrival DLC. Like, we chose to basically sacrifice that entire Batarian colony to delay the invasion by a little bit, but it still sucks. And when... I mean... I don't know how to describe it. I just feel like if you're up against improbable odds and you're already worried about losing certain things, it's kind of a defeatist attitude. So, like, yeah, that choice might need to be made, but you don't want to sit there and spin it like it's such a good thing. Yeah, see, you beat me to it, Butterfly. We're kind of talking about it. Yeah, exactly. So, like, while at the end of the day, like, I get it. Like, at the end of ME2 where we had to destroy the mass relay and people died because of it, like, sometimes it gets to the point where there's nothing else you can do. Like, you can't save everyone. But you don't just throw it out there. Like, you don't make that choice until it is literally the last option that you have. I mean, that's the way I feel. But, I mean, that's what's great about this game, man. There's different sides to everything.
Hello, Commander. Everything okay in the med bay?
Yes, Morden would just like some space to work with Eve.
He kicked you out?
Oh no, I just felt I was getting in his way. I'll return when I'm needed.
Good talk though, guys. Like, I enjoyed the debate. It's definitely a good one to have. But when Earth has already lost so many people in this situation, can't support it.
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus loyal, reasonably intelligent, bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not interested.
Ah, Shepard. We were just...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Rex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
This one is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive, also affecting comfort of patient.
He was your inside source, Rex. You can trust him.
Solarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Trap? Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand, but my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare
Exactly,
is a priority.
Butterfly.
Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
That's funny.
We're Solarian doctors.
Now have work to do. Prefer females of the species.
Like, I get what you're saying, Rain. Like, there are times that you have to make that choice 100%. But like Butterfly saying, when you're activating for it.
Many variables. Your immune system compromised. Considering options.
And you have to do it out loud?
Yes. Auditory learner. Need to hear self think, simulate conversation to promote new ideas, maximize productivity.
But you're talking about me dying.
Oh, apologies. Medical details causing emotional distress. I hadn't considered effect on patient.
No, it just means I can't sleep.
Doing my best to keep you alive. Will avoid sensitive subjects.
This is such an interesting debate, man. We're going off about it. This is the first time we really had a big talk in this game. So it can be a positive thing, but how do you spin that as a positive thing? So say that article's released. What about all the people on Terra Nova that are going to lose their home? Like, at this point, they think they might still be able to save it. You know what I mean? Like, the people that are gonna die just to die. Like, you can't just release an article being like, well, sucks to suck, guys, 1 billion of you are gonna die. Like, yeah, it probably could help us, but look, I get what you're saying, Rain. I do. I think you're both right to an extent, honestly. Like I said, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, let me know what you think, because this is a good debate. I mean, I don't know if it was probability, because we did have a timer that literally said they would be there in less than a couple hours if we didn't do it. That's why I think it would have been super awesome if they just made the Arrival DLC at the end of the game like a straight up, like it was and you actually had a choice. That would have been dope. Like, destroy the mass relay or let the Reapers come, and then that affected your start to this game. Was Earth already overrun? You know, your war readiness assets were down. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, that's the thing about war, especially in a situation like this where, I mean, it's literally the entire galaxy at stake. So,
Shepard, blood work complete. Indicates significant stress on Eve's system. Malin's data thorough. Fortunately detailed as well. Have used notes to improve her condition.
Have you determined why she's immune?
Genophage targeted hormone production during pregnancy. Modification project used same modality. Her
yeah, no, I agree with you, Butterfly.
Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix.
I just always like to think about what could be.
Also explains her weakness. Gland substitution imperfect. Health trouble.
You think you can make this work for all Krogan?
Yes. We'll use Eve's tissue to produce mutagen, alter gland function across entire species. Must improve mutagen as well, tune hormone production. Long-term illness for all Krogan otherwise.
So, we did the right thing by saving the data?
Indeed. Would be much harder to treat Eve without it. Maybe impossible.
And all those experiments we saw back on Tuchanka?
Monstrous, repulsive, but now with purpose. Victims didn't die for nothing.
So the end justifies the means?
Not my means.
But you're using the data, encouraging more experiments like Malin's.
Encouragement irrelevant. Will always be scientists willing to perform unethical tests. Can't change that. But can help Eve. Can cure genophage. Won't ignore data vital to her survival because of unethical origins.
Any word on Malin himself?
No. Ordered teams to search for him when trying to help Eve. Nothing so far. Large galaxy. Lots of places to hide. Could already be dead for all we know. Would kill him now if possible. Unless he could help.
How is she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated. Likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket. Something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
You care about her.
My patient. My responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, please.
You've always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Those circumstances being?
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat. Outlet for aggression. Cooperative symbiosis.
Nothing else? No personal stake here?
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left. But still best candidate for project. Few Solarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be me.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong?
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience. But not about them. My work. My job to put it right. To prove I can.
Nice talking with you, Mordin.
Thank you, Shepard. Glad to be back.
You planning to stick around when this is over?
Until Reaper's dealt with, at least. Then, not sure. Have made impact on Galaxy. Genophage modification, genophage cure, work against collectors, decisions, mistakes. Might go somewhere sunny, sit on beach, look at ocean, collect seashells.
You'd go crazy inside an hour.
Might run tests on the seashells.
I don't know if it's blind optimism, Rain. Like, you obviously know going into it that sacrifices are going to have to be made. But just because they're going to have to be made, like Butterfly was saying, doesn't mean that you dwell on them or you encourage it. Like, you need to believe that you're going to be able to do something. Like it's a little bit of both. Like Batter, if I was saying, if you go to like the extent of Allers or whatever her name is, Battle Tits, then it's defeatist. Like if you're like, this is what we need to do, this is the only way to win the war. I think there needs to be a middle ground, because if you're like, this is how we do it, all these people are gonna die to save the rest of humanity. No. If you're just like, oh, we can save everyone, blah blah blah. Well, I mean, that's a lie. Like, I mean, I think people need to know. And agreed. I think, like you said, people need to know, and people are going to die. But the way that she was writing the piece was, this is exactly what we need to do. Sacrifice this many to save this many. And I don't think it's that cut and dry. I mean, hell, take the suicide mission, take everything else that we've done in this game. Like, there hasn't been a lot of cut and dry stuff. Like, yes, people may die. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. This has been a fun talk. Like, don't get me wrong. I guess we have to agree to disagree. I just think that going into it, like I said, I mean, you know there's going to be losses, and you let people know about that, but you don't go to Aller's extent of, this is happening, there's no way to avoid it, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Because at the end of the day, like, in your dying moments, I mean, think about it. Like, if you're dying, like, you know it's happening, but you want to be supported. You want to be relieved. Hey, everything's going to be okay. Don't worry. It's going to get better. Like, yeah. No, I get it. But that's how she wanted to report it. And that's why I sided with the crewman. Because the way that she said it made it seem like that's the way her article was being worded. Yeah, exactly. Like, when it comes time to, like, if that actually happens, write a piece on it. Like, these people sacrificed their lives, that way everyone else could live. There's ways to do it. Because think about it too, if you go ahead and write that piece, then you're going to have people that are fighting that are like, oh, why do we keep fighting? They're just going to kill us off to save all these other people anyways. You know what I mean? Like, it's just going to be, well, we're next, you know, what does it stop at? I mean, it's kind of, if you look at it, I mean, it's the same thing that the Prometheans were doing, was by, like, slowly cutting off the support of life. Like, I just don't think that works for humanity. You just gotta go into it and hope for the best, and not just doom everyone. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Thank you for saving my life, Commander. I didn't think the Krogan had any allies left in the galaxy.
We owe a lot to you, even if most people have forgotten that.
They can be forgiven. Our actions have hardly inspired friendship.
Part of being friends is knowing each other's name. I feel bad that I don't know yours.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman of the female clan. I belong to my sisters now. But perhaps one day, when this is over, you can know it.
I get it, Rain. Like, I get what you're saying. But at the same time, like, I don't want to know when I'm gonna die. Like, like I said, you're both right in ways. If Allers would have been like, what if I do this? Then I'd have been like, yeah, warn people about possibilities, or, you know, they're gonna be heroes, but don't just be like, sacrifice this, save this. It's not that cut and dry.
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from pain, and the Genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets. So when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
Exactly, but I agree with you. So, like, I don't know if you've tuned into the streams or seen some of the videos, but, like, I'm a cancer survivor. So that's a really good point. I mean, going into it, they told me my odds were slim. And, like, you always knew it was a possibility. And then they told me I was going to die, and I'm still here. Oh, no, you're fine, man. You're fine. I've talked about it on stream before. Like, I have medical issues that still pop up. You're good. There's no need for apologies. But, no, I totally agree, because there's a big saying that a big part of the battle is mental. And one of my friend Pandas that tunes into the streams, or streams sometimes, like, he's battling it right now. And it's the same thing. Like, you do have to have that mental fortitude. So if you go into it thinking, hey, it's over, then yeah, you're screwed. So, like, you still want to fight. So I mean, I totally get what you're saying, and I agree with you. But I mean, it's different per person. Like Rain said, like, and everyone has different life experiences and things that they've been through. So, it's so hard to pick a middle ground or whatnot. And like I said, I guess that's where it really depends on the person, Rain. Like, it's so... Damn, I was not expecting to have this big of a debate playing Mass Effect tonight. Things got freaking deep. I get what you're saying. And like, not gonna lie. You're fine, man. I'm not complaining. I enjoy talking about it. It doesn't bother me. But this is crazy. This is Mass Effect bringing us together for one huge debate. Everyone's different. I think that's basically what it comes down to is everyone's different, and we all like to prepare different ways, I guess. I think that's what's crazy about this game. Situations like that is that no matter what, there's never a right answer. Like, there's not a you do this, because you're right, Rain. If I would have approved the piece, there's probably people that are obviously upset about it, but there's people that prepare and they know it's coming and they make arrangements. I decline the piece, and people are going to be blindsided what happens, and other people are going to have optimism. Like you said, no matter what, there's no right choice.
How were you initiated?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
Pie all the way.
What does that prove?
Your resolve. Every acolyte is given a chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands, or you die.
How did you make it out alive?
I started digging the wrong way. I was in complete darkness. Nothing other than my own heartbeat to sustain me.
What happened?
I found this. A simple crystal, but it became my chisel. Take it as a reminder, Commander. In the darkest hour, there is always a way out.
That's a brutal initiation.
But an illuminating one. You learn to appreciate the light by living in the dark.
Cherry pie, apple pie, coconut cream pie, key lime pie.
What do you think of Rex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Rex wants
Shortcake is BS.
Though not all the other clans see it that way.
Why would the other clans give Rex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Rex is different. He's a mutant. And that you can tell him.
Dude, I'm getting old, man. I think things are too sweet. I just like the way pies taste better. Like, don't get me wrong, I like confetti pie, or not confetti pie, confetti cake and angel food cake. I will devour those. But outside of that, pies.
Do you think Rex will want revenge for the Genophage?
Some clans will expect it, but I hope Rex resists. He understands the cycle of violence must end if Krogan are ever to have a voice in galactic politics.
Oh, pecan pie is pretty good. You're not wrong there, Butterfly.
Not be able to stop them.
It's my dad's favorite.
If you don't mind me asking, what's it been like living with the Genophage?
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands.
You're just outnumbered tonight, Rain. I don't know what to tell you.
And end their torment.
Damn, that's
Did the thought
fucked
ever
up.
cross your mind?
Yes. After my first stillborn.
Jeez, I'm sorry, Eve.
What kept you from ending your own life?
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring change. And if it doesn't, there is always the next.
How do you think things will change after the genophage is cured?
Our species will find its balance again. Females will help shape the future, like in the ancient days, before we were just pawns of power-hungry males.
Most seem hell-bent on shooting anything that looks at them wrong.
What else is there for them to do? Because of the genophage, they become wandering killers, seeking targets to justify their existence, excuses to earn them honor.
Nice of you to join us, Nightbot.
How has Morden been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No. Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too. He told me about his work on the genophage.
Never had it.
I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Sorry, both your offspring have an allergy to dairy.
Very totsy.
Well, it wasn't his ear. How did you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tachanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
I'm sorry none of the other females survived.
I know. The youngest one, Kern, was the last to go. But she knew she would enter the void free of this curse, and then smile when she looked down upon the children of Tachanka. Her spirit will be the midwife to my firstborn.
I found Malin's lab. It looked like a dungeon. His experiments were brutal.
We learned that too late. He meant well, but his methods grew more barbaric as he went. We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually, a Solarian team found us. They saved our lives. We were so sick.
What do you think of Rex?
When he's not, his head's big.
He's turned into
I know in his heart.
Thanks for talking to me.
Eve's cool. I like Eve.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I've only met a few humans in my time. I'm glad for the opportunity.
I like how she just curls up in a little ball. I like her. She's dope. I like her. Alright, let's see. Let's go talk to Garrus.
Shepard, they say female Krogan have a thing for guys with scars.
So I've heard.
I've got a few, myself. Here's hoping nobody's planning an arranged marriage to cement this deal. Though I have to say, I admire Eve. The things she must have endured living with the genophage. And now, to top it all off, she's
that's cool.
last hope. Imagine the pressure. It takes real courage to face that. I hope we can measure up.
Yeah, she's pretty badass, Garrus. I don't think Rex will let you get near her, though.
I guess we're at war with Cerberus now, huh? I've never actually seen a female Krogan. Seems like they're the real brains on Tachanka. Good to see Morden's still alive and kicking, and still finding new ways to cause trouble. Not right now.
Alright, buddy. I'll talk to you later. Alright, and then Liara.
So, Liara, still relying on the Protheans for all the answers?
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
That's funny. I'm glad to have Rex back. Alright. I thought Farron said that he sent something to Glyph, but... I'm not sure what to make of Javik. I approached him while we were traveling to a different system, but he wasn't very inclined to talk. What little he does say concerns the Reapers and our possible failure. Is he simply a soldier mourning his people, or is it a fundamental difference in our cultures?
Ready for the next mission?
That's it? Nothing?
Ready for the next mission?
That's surprising.
Enjoy your day.
Well, she would have something to say. Alright, we need to talk to Rex, too. He said he had something to say. I don't know what level he's on. Ben... Is he just in here? Did I miss him? Yeah, I guess so. I just walked out because I assumed that he wouldn't be around Victus. Oh, he's right up here. I walked right past you, buddy.
Hell of a show down there on Sirkesh. Just like the old days, Shepard. Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
You said one of your squads is missing?
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Arlac Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word.
Shit, did I fuck up by keeping the Rachni alive too?
Get on it, Shepard.
What will you do after the genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we'd probably win this time, but war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the genophage. My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
Back on Sirkesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things out. But females like to talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more.
Women have good ideas, Rex. You should listen.
Yeah, but they have so many of them. So sometimes I pretend to listen. Well, let's just say Krogan females have tempers too.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. It may not be Rachni, maybe it is. Could be another invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime.
Well.
And Shepard, I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but maybe that's because I don't kiss as well.
No comment.
Yeah. I miss this place. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA is important, who am I to argue?
Is it? Give you a hard time about whoever you're romancing. Man, there was a lot that happened in this episode. There was definitely a lot. Fun debates, fun mission, honestly. We got a lot done. It was good, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. Thank you so very much to everyone that tuned in. I really do appreciate it. Batterfly, you're awesome. It was great to see you again. I really appreciate the insight, the chat. Rain is always being here. Anyone else that tuned in tonight, D-Riding, anyone else, as always, thanks again to Lexi Bexy, and OG Flock for the follow. You guys, I do appreciate. You both made me happy. And yeah, no, Batterfly, no reason to say sorry, man. Like, we're all adults here. We like having chats with people. Oh, apparently I hit OG Flock too many times. My bad. Just get a little extra recognition, I guess. So no, yeah, absolutely no need to apologize. I appreciated it, man. I really did. It was fun. It was definitely fun. And according to Rain, there's going to be even harder choices to make down the line. So I'm sure there will be more debates to come. Don't forget, all these are up on YouTube if you're watching them on Twitch. If you've missed any of the previous episodes, check them out. We got the playlist going over there. Rain's got some awesome stuff as well. And yeah, Rain should be back the next day or two. I've got a long couple days of work ahead of me, so you might see some extra of her. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, leave a comment, join the debate. I'm thumbs upping, replying, hearting every single comment that gets left, so I want to do that. Don't forget, Twitter page, @OneBarIt1, @RainPlayed, @OneBarItGames. Best way to stay up to date with everything going on when we're streaming, changes to the channel, votes, polls, all that kind of stuff. I don't know if I like that. You ain't seen nothing yet, Rain. But yeah, thanks again to everyone. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the chats. It's been a fun 3 hours. I'm going to go eat dinner and work on my D&D character. So until next time, everybody, you know what I like to say. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. And if you're not going to do that, don't get caught. Peace out, everybody.